Alright, ladies and gentlemen.
So in a case,
That is a comedy environment.
Yeah, so
Hoha. Hoha ACP.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the very first episode of Hoha podcast. Please, let's put our hands together now. Man. Yeah, it's a very big privilege, man, having this very show podcast, and it's all about saying your mind and saying as it is. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm not in the building alone, or I'm not in the house alone. I have my wonderful friends now. I'll be introducing them one after the other. And before I introduce our humble special guest for today, it's somebody you know very well. Alright, let me go to the very first person on my right hand side. He's a legend, he's a friend, and he's a very creative personality. He's someone most of you have seen before. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for one and only Mr. Tony.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you're right.
Wow. Those are the always send money to your account, so I know the original name. Alright, on my left hand side, extreme left, he's also a legendary. This guy has been in this business right from the days of their AD Remedy. That's why I call him legendary KTO. Legendary
you try.
KTO. What's
You
up?
try.
These guys are old school for the game, man.
Yeah, that's true. Because when everybody they talk you on as the game stakes starts, when this one talk you now, I can't remember say, guy, you don't think all these stories you feel relate. And they go event that time, I go see Tony go they come 2 days go come say hey, they go hug themselves. I can't look say I feel confirm. So when person lie, go look say this one they lie, this one they talk.
You know why I don't say the remedy in old school for the game?
Nah, I tell you.
When the controversy they go a few months back about him that interview how they started, then they ask some questions. Say, what happened to your career? He first cry first.
You see the
He first cry first. If anybody happened to them
He
first.
cry.
And ladies and gentlemen, we have the queen of this very podcast called Hoha, and she goes by the name of the one and only Ambassador Nita. Put your together for her. Please, I want to ask this question. Please, like just, I don't know everything. Please, that's why I'm around very learned people like you. Does female like have this title of ambassador?
Yes, an ambassador. Ambassador.
I thought it's for only male.
No best.
says who?
Ambassador.
No, anyone can be an ambassador.
Yes,
you can even have a child ambassador.
Yes,
Seriously?
Yeah.
But all this brand where they use female artists and those brand. You don't know say those female artists they are ambassador of the brand. Yes, now.
That's when you're special.
Ambassadors.
They might say Coke drink day. I mean KTO drink day. My drink and person can be KTO ambassador. Yes.
What are you
It's like we're gonna have that conversation.
Wow.
It's like we're gonna have that conversation. Anyway, it feels so good to be here, guys.
Thank you very much. All right. Up next we have our guest. You understand? And this guy too is an old school in the game and he's doing well presently. He's not just an old school in the game, but he has come a long way. You understand? And he has been doing his thing. Now I'll be asking very few controversial questions. Maybe to me it's not controversial, but maybe to you it might be controversial. But first of all, let me introduce him. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Baba, the Baba in the building. CFR, comedian of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ambassador for peace. What again? Give me names now. Let me qualify now.
etc.
Host.
Daniel's father.
Daniel's father. You don't taste that. That's a beginning for you.
The pikin don't go far now. That's celeb too.
Like before we get into why we say some people they like make their children do things they do. Like for example now, an artist, they sing or the comedian, they wish they are looking to the comedian.
Because that's the only way they can teach them.
Okay.
That's what they know.
That's the easiest thing to teach.
Okay.
Let me.
Because they know it.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah, so it's a lot easier to teach.
So now the best teacher now is your father.
Of course.
Wow.
Let me, from my own angle, right? I have a beautiful daughter. I don't sit her down to say this is what I do, but naturally she watches me and she does it too. So children watch you.
I was just going to say, at the age of 5, my daughters, both of them when they were 5, 4, had been to the studio, a live studio with me, where I'm going on air and I'm saying, Welby, please. And that one, the other one, she won't calm down like she understand.
Okay.
But the younger one, please, she will be at the reception. She can't be because,
Please, once we ever study that, this is gonna be a topic for us.
Okay.
Please get you a please topic for us. Organize this topic for us. Now we're gonna discuss.
Yeah, it's gonna be explosive. At least we have 3 experienced people here, 3 fathers and mothers.
Baba. How far? Please, can we meet you? Just tell us some things about yourself before I start throwing my questions. Because I have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
You don't have been following you.
Like some things about, okay, I'm a comedian. I'm a very responsible guy. I don't like trouble.
And that's not all.
I am a father.
Okay.
Yes, I may not be a husband.
A single father.
A landowner.
When there's for kidnapping.
For kidnapping purposes.
Okay.
So, I'm a father. I'm a comedian. I'm a movie director. I'm an editor. Also.
Wow.
So, but we don't. Before when they talk all those people 1 year say be comedian, but now they find work.
So that full package of creativity in you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow. Now, like I said, I've been following you for quite a number of years now.
Yeah.
You understand? I've seen you on stage, you performing, and you were like there was a time you left the comedy space for some time, and so
I didn't leave comedy. I had marital issues.
Okay.
You get a woman will go enter your life. You don't go be like say you dey work. You'll be struggling if you have issues in your home. You'll be having issues with your career. Whether you leave that marriage or that relationship,
or you leave your career.
Okay.
So I had that issue. I'm like, what do I choose, career or this? And if you say you want to stay with that woman, you cannot feed her because your career is going down. But you need because she said they tell you cannot provide. So many people pursue you, have to provide for yourself. So I had that issue trying to balance it. Who do I choose, career or this? And I had to choose one.
Oh wow, that's fine. So I was driving to somewhere before you cut me off.
I don't cut you.
There was traffic.
Yeah. All right, now. So, but okay, you said along the line you have a marital issue.
Not a marital, as a relationship.
Relationship issue.
Yes.
Then you have to pause more.
I didn't really pause.
Okay, but
that issue was draining me.
Okay, draining you. Sorry.
Yes.
Okay, maybe I thought it was pause. Okay. So then at the time, some other comedians were using your own material.
Yes.
When you were not that
active.
Let me explain. It was not like I wasn't active. I was sidelined.
Okay, you were sidelined.
Being active is that you see me on the biggest platform. It's not as if I'm not cracking jokes, so you don't invite me. Now these guys had issues with me. Like you have a friend who has this platform and they don't get content. He wants to use your content. What comedians were doing is they'll tell you, I don't need comedians that are not on my bill at my show. Well, no comedian will go. We put up a show. Other comedians can just come and have fun. Comedians were doing that, saying you cannot. If you're not on the bill, you cannot come because they won't crack your joke.
Oh.
The next thing you see your jokes everywhere.
Wow.
Now you can crack your own jokes. So when they tell you, say, we don't hear that from social person. That is your joke. Wow. So now these guys, now because I was talking, they had to sideline me. That was why I had to start my own show.
Wow.
So I started comedy checkup.
Comedy checkup. Oh, okay. You're the corner of comedy checkup.
Yes. Because of that thing, I had to start comedy checkup.
So, now, you have been in a show, sitting down in the audience or regular, and you saw a comedian cracking your joke on stage.
I told the comedian say, guy, you dey crack my. He said, no, I was there. He did that joke. And I come on, you go crack. You know, sir, they go less. He said, if I blow you. Not this voice, you know, say voice don't get caught now. Everyone that they get embarrassed with different this way. The guy say, hey, these are the fear, I never join. So I kept quiet. So this thing kept going on. And most of these guys are friends. You understand? So when they tell you, man, this guy, okay, for my channel, go put a number. That was what happened to me.
Wow. So, and the other question again, okay. So, can you mention the name of those guys? Maybe one or two. Now, would you like to mention?
Okay, I wouldn't want to start mentioning names because I want to bounce back. Because these guys are strong.
Wow,
I watch one movie. They say the evil people are stronger than the good people because the good people are always scared. They don't want problem. But then these evil people are strong. They have a mind to do anything. So I don't want to mention names. I think I have. At least I've started my own project. Let that show go first.
Wow.
For me, don't go attack me. I had police security at my first comedy checkup.
Yeah.
A comedian attacked me physically as he came online, dragging me, saying, "Why comedy checkup? Why don't you do a show and you forget to check in comedy?" As I want to do comedy checkup, now my show.
Attire.
You come to my show and crack your own joke. You don't come and crack people's joke. They say comedian should just come and crack anything. You cannot crack anything. This is not a comedy checkup.
Yes.
It has to be original.
It must be original.
Yes.
Comedians fought me. It went viral. Comedians fought me because of this thing. So they can't use police guide my show. Police gave me that support. We had the Black Maria for comedy checkup.
Wow.
I slammed on the door of comedy checkup. It was that bad that they attacked me spiritually.
Jesus Christ.
So, but by the grace of God, we've done the second edition, or we're going to do the
Third one.
Wow.
Amen.
Okay. I also want to ask you, like what's the reason, like you think, like these guys are fighting, or is it just you, or maybe it's a random something? Like you have other people who have same experiences too, or maybe it's just you.
Now, the problem we are having is, it's not like it's just me. Other people that had that thing could not talk.
Okay.
Like if you check the biggest comedians, when you tell them that, boss, your boy they crack money, they go write joke now. Can't you go and write?
Oh, go write another joke.
Go and waiting there. Somebody crack another joke now. Now, how do we fight this thing? Now, if the senior colleague you're going to complain to is not saying anything, in fact, he will be the one setting you up. So most of the A-list guys don't attend my show.
See, as in really,
Yes.
you invite them, or
The
maybe
ones who approve my show no come. Because only Ben that I invited last year, he didn't show up and he sent me money.
Wow.
Said he had an event. At least he sent me, and that money even okay. Well, thank God he didn't even come because I don't make money. That money he sent me.
Come back up.
Take place of this.
Wow.
man, respect to Benga, now our boss, our boss.
Sure guy,
I love
someone that I
He
can
couldn't make it that
vouch
day. He
for.
sent money. He didn't just say I'm sorry. Many places he just said that I'm sorry. He sent me money.
I've met Benga Adenka before. That guy is very humble to the core. Benga Adenka.
I told him on
At
the
his
morning,
level in the entertainment industry, that guy, I interviewed him. He didn't give me stress. Not as in.
on the morning of my album launch, I told him I was going to launch my album that day, and he anchored my album launch, and I was just telling him that morning, and the album was going to be launched that same Friday night, and he was there, and he anchored it.
Yeah.
So that will let you know that.
Benga
It's a
So many-
phenomenal.
It's a
Off.
phenomenon.
It's a
Wow.
very simple and a humble
As
person.
in, wow.
He just felt like, Kitty, he didn't tell me, but you know, be person like that,
Yeah.
and he did it, and I was surprised.
I was also surprised when they called me that they say, Baba, I know go fit make am. We had a government function, said I can't make it. I beg. Send me your account details. I said, you
All
want
right.
some money?
Thank you very much. So I also want to ask you one of these questions in my mind. I'm wanting to ask you, like you said, you're one of the comedians that doesn't repeat jokes. Is that true?
Not to repeat, I have not said any other person's
Okay, you have not seen any other person jokes before.
Yes.
Wow.
You can ask comedians. Yeah, it's not like I'm on your show, I'm saying it. If you ask my colleague, they'll tell you, I never heard a crack person joke before.
Wow.
Comedians are the ones saying my jokes.
Wow. So other, like we have other comedians that are the ones saying your own
My
jokes.
jokes.
But you have never seen any comedian joke before.
Yes.
So like what do you have to say about like some of these guys that say other people's jokes and they call themselves comedians, how do you qualify them? Do you see them as real comedians, or do you just see them like partial comedians?
Okay, we're all comedians, just like we see musicians. Then we know that these are musicians who write jokes and who write songs. And this was a live band. Now these guys no one can say they're the live band because we have not been able to
Differentiate.
Separate the
now
sharp from
everybody's
the.
for me that is a star. Now the major problem is that our audience don't even know who owns these jokes. Somebody sees this guy and he's trending, they want him, and he does not own that joke. A lot of guys that are trending today cannot even create one.
Quite one, yeah.
Now, these guys watch you. For instance, as a comedian, you have 10 minutes to perform and you want to do like 5 jokes. Now, you will not be funny from the beginning to the end. You do your lighter or then hit. And these guys will watch you. Pick your best joke. Pick this one best joke. Now, this guy goes on stage for 20 minutes. He's giving it back. Because but this guy too much. This guy is too funny. Yeah, you don't blow. Not even get one joke for there. So we're trying to let's address this issue. Take it easy. Now, somebody will crack your joke. In your presence, he wants to fight you.
Really?
And if you thought they were saying you will never make it, now the person doesn't get money past you. His mentors and the bigger boys, you can't even talk.
Okay, I want to chip in this question. Like you have Actors Guild. Do you have anything like that in the comedy sector that can protect, the interest
copyright of individual,
your material?
Concepts. Yes.
No, I don't think we don't have
A
comedy
guild.
guild.
Okay.
We have tried it. This comedian will organize people who come for a meeting. The other comedian will come for another meeting that same day, and you will go the one where they favor you. You understand? So it's comedy association had never worked. Yes, but you can copyright your joke according to what they are saying. You can just maybe you crack your joke. You being the first person to say it. You can record it down. Go to whatever. Just register it.
Copyright commission.
Okay. So you can sue.
You can sue now, but they will drag you. That is if you are alive to finish the case.
So,
That's deep. That's deep, man.
So we don't have a structure that will tell you don't say anybody's joke.
Wow.
Nobody's telling you don't say anybody's joke. That is a problem.
And even if they do, nobody will fight for you.
Nobody will fight for you.
Wow.
And if you fight, they're going to say you feel like wahala.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
So in a case,
They say manpower.
That is a comedy environment.
Yes.
Hoha. Talk am as e be.